Truth scares those who live a lie. Not always loudly, sometimes quietly. Truth doesn't shout. It just stands there, unmoving. And that is what makes it terrifying. Lies are comfortable, warm, familiar. Truth is cold at first. It forces you to see things you're trying not to see. I learned this slowly, watching people change when truth entered the room. Their smiles became tighter, their voices softer, their confidence thinner. Because truth has weight. It exposes what words try to hide. I used to believe that honesty would always be welcomed. I was wrong. People don't always want truth. Sometimes they want comfort. Comfort, even if it is built on lies. Truth breaks illusions, and people build their identities around illusions. They build versions of themselves they want others to believe. Strong, perfect, unshakable. But truth sees through that. Truth sees the cracks. Truth sees what people hide when they think no one is watching. I stopped arguing with lies. I started observing them. Because truth doesn't need to fight. It only needs to exist. I watched how people react when their lies are exposed. Some become angry. Some become defensive. Some become silent. Silence is often the loudest confession. Truth is uncomfortable because it removes control. Lies give control. You can control how people see you. You can control the story. But truth removes editing. Truth shows what remains when everything else is stripped away. I realized something painful. Sometimes people don't fear truth itself. They fear what truth will cost them. Relationships, reputations, comfort, security. So they choose illusion and defend it aggressively, not because they believe it fully, but because they are afraid of who they will be without it. Truth is not always kind. It can destroy relationships that were built on convenience. It can end friendships that were built on silence. It can change how you see people you once trusted deeply. But truth is also freedom. Because living inside lies is like breathing inside a closed room. You survive, but you never truly live. I learned to value truth even when it hurt, especially when it hurt. Because pain from truth heals. Pain from lies lingers. Truth is sharp, but it is clean. Lies are soft, but they poison slowly. I stopped fearing uncomfortable conversations. I stopped avoiding reality. I started choosing clarity over emotional safety. Not because I am fearless, but because I am tired of confusion. Truth scares those who live a lie, because truth forces accountability. You cannot grow while protecting illusions. Growth requires honesty. Honesty with others. But most importantly, honesty with yourself. I began asking harder questions. What am I pretending not to know? What am I tolerating out of fear? What truth am I avoiding because it will require change? Those questions are dangerous because they demand action. Truth does not stay quiet forever. It will surface, one way or another. Sometimes through loss, sometimes through betrayal, sometimes through realization at 3 a.m. when the world is quiet and you cannot hide from yourself. I stopped building my life around what others wanted to hear. I started building it around what was real. Truth doesn't need approval. It only needs courage. Courage to see things as they are, not as you wish they were. I learned that truth is not my enemy. Fear is. Fear keeps people inside lies. Fear keeps people small, controlled, predictable. But I chose something else. I chose awareness. I chose clarity. I chose truth. Even when it made me uncomfortable. Even when it made me lonely. Because not everyone wants truth. But truth does not need permission to exist. Truth stands. Silent, strong, unmoving. And those who live in lies will always feel it coming before it arrives. Truth scares those who live a lie. Not because truth is violent, but because truth is real. And reality cannot be controlled by illusions forever.